Hey, Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
And I'm Julia Canon.
and you're on the air with Powers Squared.
Oh.
It's time for an April team meeting. Wow, huh? Time flies. It was like 4 weeks ago we had the March team meeting. So we're here to talk about kind of where things are with the next issue, which is issue 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a script that Trevor wrote. What's the name of it, Trevor?
Gashadokuro.
Okay. And this is Julia's first issue to draw for us. Yeah, no pressure. Because Rachel was really great. I'm kidding.
Oh no, she's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, so we thought we'd see kind of how things are going, and maybe you could actually show people some of what they can expect in issue 24.
Yeah. So, let's do this real quick. So, I will premise it's been a long time since I've done comic work, so it's nice. It's nice to get back into it again.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. And then I do this. I just did it 2 seconds ago. What am I doing?
Remove the overlay.
So yeah, this one is page 3 so far. You guys can see that.
Yes.
It's a very different style than.
Yeah.
So, Trevor, do you want to tell us what's going on in the story about this time?
Um. Uh. We first see Marty and Eli discussing what's been going on, and then they have to get to class.
Right. Okay. So you've tied this into the story up to 23.
Yeah.
Right. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And the main, like I said before, the main idea behind this issue and the next one is that they take place at the same time, and Marty and Eli are fighting on their own for the first time.
Right. Yeah. Separated.
So they each end up fighting a different yokai.
Right.
So the premise is we've seen them work together ever since volume ever since issue 1. So it's I wonder how they're going to deal if targets are attacking them separately.
Yeah.
Yes. And here we'll see it.
Yeah.
So
this one has Eli on his own.
Right.
I will preface I did have to do a bit of research for this one. Obviously it's crappily drawn right now, but for a good second, because I've never full disclosure, I've never taken a figure drawing class in my life.
What?
Yeah,
that
surprise,
was a
surprise.
requirement. No.
Listen, that was an undecided page. Okay, so so it took me a minute to realize. Wait, drawing an art horse. I'm just wait, I know what that is, but what is it? So it took me a hot minute to try to find one. So if anyone's wondering what that is, because this scene is supposed to be a figure drawing class, so if you guys are wondering what those are called art horses.
Oh yeah, yeah. We actually have
according
one.
to the script.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just asked, we could.
Yeah, that's on me. I'm sorry.
I thought everybody has one. No, I'm kidding.
Here Eli is he's in a figure drawing class now. Is drawing from my own experience with how difficult a figure drawing class can actually be.
Oh no.
Now, good.
I wanted to sort of give a little bit of insight into what actually goes on in a figure drawing class.
Demystify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you think of figure drawing classes, people think of you're drawing nude women, but what really goes on in a figure drawing class?
Trying to describe it right. There is there is some of that. Sometimes it's men, and it can be different, it's older people, and sometimes there's an extra challenge with drawing them in costume.
Right. So
The idea is that the point is that you're trying to I don't know why I'm
Stuttering.
you're basically learning anatomy, human anatomy, with like a live reference.
so sometimes they're fully clothed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume that's what we have going on here in panel 1, right?
I will draw them close. I will draw them close one.
All right.
If that's what you're asking.
Because it looks like they're. It looks like
Yeah,
a
I'm
very
just
weird
like I was
body
just
type where they're.
yeah,
they have
I was just trying to like get at least a good pose before I start committing.
Okay.
And in my head, it was like a. In my head, it was a nude model with like, in a way that's censored, but could easily be a clothed model,
Oh
and
yeah, for sure.
I wanted to leave the gender up to the artist,
Yeah, and like with everything,
And so what did you decide?
or rather, I wanted to leave their exact appearance up to the artist.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's a challenge for Julia.
Yeah.
And what will she do?
We shall see.
Well, do you have any
Yeah.
ideas? Are you going to go for?
Well, I'm thinking maybe I'll probably keep it neutral, if that's like if any, like it's one of those things where it can be a man or a woman or whatever. Because where was I going with this? Because if I'm just going to keep like the outfit like normal, per se, like so. Here's a good say. If, like let's do this right now. That is not the size I wanted. What the hell? So like if I were to keep, I can probably just keep it like as a simple tank, and maybe like some like shorts that go over the knee or something. So it's like it doesn't have to be like.
Anything in particular?
I'm sorry.
So it doesn't have to be like anything in particular.
Yeah, like if anything, or if not, if you guys like want me to try to, I can also play around with it if you guys
I'd
do want it.
I'm just I'm just assuming that it would be like a recognizable gender, one way or the other.
Okay,
I don't really
so
care. We haven't redone sort of.
okay then I'll have it be a roll of the die. Then if whichever gender it goes on, I'll just draw it that way.
Okay. So this is as we were discussing earlier. Trevor actually did the thumbnails for you.
Yeah. Would you like me to pull them?
And you're sort of redoing the thumbnails in your own style?
Yeah. So like I think for the most part I'm just like I'm doing a combination of keeping it with how the thumbnails are, but then also depending on how the script is written, I'll deviate it from there. So this is like for anyone who's going to be watching it on YouTube, these are the thumbnails that Trevor sent me along with the script. Well, the script isn't on the. You guys get the idea.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
And then he gave me notes like for whether like if characters are what or just whatever. Like wants to like if like hey you don't have to commit or whatever.
Right. Okay. Just because normally our process has been that we have been given the script to Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
She'd do a couple sets of thumbnails, and we'd say, okay, this one, this, and then she would do the drawing, and then she would ink it, and then you would color it. So we're sort of this issue is sort of higgly-piggly by comparison. So
a different process this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next time.
Oh dear.
you're on the clock.
Yeah. It'll be fine. No. Let's see. So.
In a figure drawing class, the instructor like goes around and sees if you're like doing it right and like gives you feedback on how to approach it.
Right.
Yeah, so I drew like here, like at least for a quick, like just for a quick doodle concept, like Eli is like struggling a little bit. Obviously, like their professor is coming in to see how they're doing, and then by the end here, where like a couple hours, like about an hour or so goes by, he's exhausted.
Okay.
Yes.
And what? So is
It'd
this,
be like that.
He's like, why? It's like, why did I pick this degree? No, I'm kidding. Oh, come on. We all thought it at one point.
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, so.
all right.
And then page 3. I feel like the more sketching I did, like I feel like I was starting to get like at least a good feel of how the proportion should be on the panels, because like the one thing I was having like a bit trouble just trying to get the sketches, like at least get a good concept, was trying to get the proportions right, just so nothing looks too big or too small whenever it would go into the next panel. Because like when I used to work with Megan, like obviously before coming here, that was like always like one like problem like we used to have until we hit like I guess like a good middle ground. So it was like one of those things of trying to get back and trying to find the good proportions again.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your issue with proportion?
Oh no, it's just more of like trying to like trying to fit as much as I can in the panel without it being too like
Busy.
either too much or too little. Because like if I draw them too small, then obviously it's not going to do. But if I draw them too big, then there's too much going on.
Okay. So how do you see your process going? I mean, in this case, you have thumbnails. You're sort of drawing. So are the final drawings going to come out of these sketches that you're doing, or how do you see this working?
So with this one, where is it going with this? So for this one, I have a good idea of like how this one will be. So in my next pass, it's going to be more fleshed out on like how like Eli will be instead of just I guess like a good like more detail. It's not going to be like as I guess scribbly or not as like blob. So since I do have a good idea of like how the facial expressions are, where he is, and obviously where this thing is, where the I'm sorry, my brain is dying right now. Where the skeleton is, going at it a second pass before committing to the lines or showing you before I do the line work will be a bit easier. And like when I was sketching through page 1, so I was going through page 1, then page 2 and 3. The more sketches I started doing, the more I guess comfortable it started being, just like sketching out everything and just drawing where everyone should be.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I'm not going to commit to it just yet, just one, because I started playing around with a 3D model a little bit just to see where I would want a skeleton.
Uh-huh.
I might botch this idea because like it's been a while since I played around with the 3D models in Clip Studio. So like for anyone out there who does use Clip Studio, sometimes if you need like a good like way to figure out where a character is, Clip Studio does have that option where you can like manipulate a model that you want, and then you can play around from there. Sometimes like with comic panels, it's a hit or miss if I like using them, just because like the models, just trying to find the right camera angle and moving it around without totally messing it up. So like it was one of the like I don't like using the 3D models as much when working with comic panels than if I were to do like say an illustration or a cover.
Yeah.
But like I feel like just because of the sake of like I'm dealing with this like a skeleton, like so, just because like yeah.
Did you draw the skeleton?
No, I did not. It's a placeholder here until like just for me to have like a good angle of how I want it to be, and then I can like reference it from there.
Right.
So like with me, so the skeleton, it used to be like so for anyone out there, if you ever deal with Clip Studio, when you get a model, it's like in a T pose when you start, and then after that you play around with it from there. So If you see here on page 4 of it, it's like slumped down, like it's like slumped down.
Uh-huh.
So I did my best to try to get like a good like dramatization or something of like a skeleton like on its knees, like on the ground like this. And then once I have a good way of what I want, and then I'm going to use this as a reference and then go from there.
Okay. So Trevor, are you this is your story, so are you digging all this or?
Yeah, but I will say when I sketched that, I was thinking the skeleton is like has his knees bent as if he like just landed after like a jump.
So he's not on his knees per se.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's something for me to change. Okay, I'm not going to change it right now because I know if I do, I'm going to mess up the model.
Although he is still slumped over.
Right.
Okay, so like just look like he landed, but he looks like he's about to get back up, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
And then, yeah, like just for a placeholder, I just put the skeleton there and just like like Eli a little bit confused, or that will be him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for page 5, for this one, I was having like a bit of trouble with the model once I did the first time. So yeah, this one is page 5. So this one is like basically the skeleton is going like, I'm going to like get you or kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, not trying to say the entire script without big spoilers.
And then it resolves with no.
And then everyone died.
And we start over the whole thing from scratch. Yes. All right.
Parallel universe number 2. No.
That's right. What is it in Marvel? This is Earth. Yeah.
But yeah, so
so
for this one
good.
Yeah, so like in this panel on the script, you said like basically the skeleton is telling like is basically like, which I'm showing him like he's out for Eli pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's page 5? And you guys did give me a reference photo for that, for like what's going to be going on behind him.
Yeah.
So that's where like where the square is for.
Okay.
Right.
Than anything. And then let's see. Hang on. And yeah. For this one, obviously, like I'm like honestly I might just get like I know like for the most part it's just placements for like where things are supposed to be, but I might just have like a bit like have the skeleton like be a bit more, if you guys are okay with it, more cartoony, if anything, or would you guys prefer it to be like not like hyper realistic, but like
A little more stylized.
yeah, like I'm sorry, the only thing on my brain right now is Papyrus from Undertale. But like somewhere around that line, but maybe not as squeaky.
Right.
I'm not familiar with what you're talking about, so
It's
I know you are. I'm just saying I'm not, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, that was the only thing on my brain right now when I was thinking of skeletons.
And I'm actually the one paying her, so I'd like to know.
Okay, so this is for David. This is Papyrus is a character in Undertale, and Papyrus is a skeleton.
I see.
So
Yeah, okay, that's really cartoony.
Yeah, I'm showing him right now.
Paul's showing me yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, like obviously like not like that super de-duperty, but like maybe around. Yeah, that was like the one thing on my brain right now.
Okay. Well, now that I've seen it, no. But anyway.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, you got some work to do. It looks like.
Yeah.
All right. So the idea is, as we discussed, the pages will be done. These 5 pages. This is we're starting this off from scratch. May 10th, right?
Yeah, that's my goal.
And does that mean colored?
I hope to have especially the coloring done by May 10th.
Okay. So I guess
So
before you color it, we'd like to see it.
yeah, I'll send you like before I do like the definitive inks. I'll send you like what's it's going to look like before I start doing the initial inking, and then once I get the okay, and then I'll go from there.
Okay. Do you have any idea when we would get that?
Yeah, I'll do like a double check with the line work, like after I do the line work, and then obviously after that, then like the coloring.
Okay, but I mean, do you have any? So the coloring's the May 10th. Do you know when we'll get the line art? I guess is my question.
Let's see. I'll.
And I'm not trying to bully
Oh, no,
you
you're
or
good.
anything. I'm just trying to.
No,
figure
you're
out
good.
that.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let's see. May 1st, 3rd. Let's see. I'll show you what I have. I'll show you what I have by May 4th on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard that who's watching. So we call you out on May 5th.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So
Alright.
that's cool. I know we're sort of starting a different process.
Oh no, you're
here
good.
and,
Don't worry. You're good. Don't worry about it.
So the general thing with a figure drawing class, usually when it's closed, sometimes there's the challenge of drawing 2 people at once.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. So we learned something about Julia today.
We can. You don't have to keep sharing the screen anymore.
Oh. Wait,
All right.
Bring back the overlay.
Yeah, look at that. Fancy. I don't know if they can't see that, can they? The overlay. If they're what? Okay.
Well,
I mean,
whoever's watched the work, it'll be on the recording. Yeah.
right. I know. I'm just wondering if they can see it. Trevor and Julia.
No.
Okay. Cool.
if you guys are talking about the Kaboom overlay on Twitch, I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're watching it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always watch it.
All right. At
For
least
the most part.
one person. Yeah. Did you watch last week's?
I watched it after.
Okay.
I
No, it
still
was-
love you.
What?
I
Yeah.
still love you.
I still have you. I'm always happy that anybody watches anything. Yeah, I thought it was a really good interview.
Yeah.
It's just want people to actually watch it on YouTube as well. But anyway, that was kind of a. He obviously had watched the one that you guys had done, one of the 2 you had done. So hopefully we'll be doing. Probably we'll be asking you to do that again in July.
Wait, which one?
You and Rachel.
Me and Mina.
Yeah, I know. Just be by yourself.
Listen, I can't perform multiple. Kidding.
With the overlay,
okay.
you can be both screens. No, have 2 cameras on you, and you can pretend you're interviewing yourself.
I mean, I know I have another camera here somewhere, but that's a tall order now.
But I mean, and I don't know. It may be Rachel doesn't want to do it. I don't either. So I don't know.
Okay, well, like whatever, like whether she's okay with it or not, or like whatever you want to do in July, then
You
like,
can even you could even do the show by yourself and have a guest on if you wanted to.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we give you the keys to the car, we don't know where you're gonna go. So it's. All right.
Oh, look at this cliff. No, I'm sorry. I mean, you've trusted me with the channel twice. What's the
Yes,
third
I
time?
have. I'm not.
I haven't
doubting
done anything to it.
it. I'm
yet.
not saying you would. I'm trusting you.
Your voice says otherwise. I'm sorry.
No. I think I've been trusting all the whole time. Golly. No, anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're looking forward to seeing. And then, Trevor, what issue are you working on? Buttering?
Was it 22 that I last sent you pages for?
I'm gonna guess, yeah. So
Probably.
he has 20.
I recently resumed that.
Okay. Well, so all right. So 23 and 22 and 24.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's the way it is. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I could think of at the top of my head.
All right.
Well, aside from like one little like quiz game type of thing I want to do with you guys, but I have to get that stuff situated first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul saw a video about the comic book that changed comic books, or whatever that was.
It was the page that changed
Changed comic
comics.
books. So I have an idea for not the next. We have the book for the next comic book club, but the one after that I have an idea for.
Yeah.
Right. What's the artist's name? Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, it's the comic book is called Master Race.
Bernard Krigstein.
Yeah, and supposedly that comic book, at least this guy in this video, is claiming that it really changed the way comic book pages are done. Right?
Yeah.
Comic books are done. So we thought that might be a good thing. It's only 8 pages long.
I'm sorry. What was it called again? Master Race.
Master Race.
By.
Krigstein.
Why did the first thing that pop up as Master Race by Bernie Krigstein?
That's it.
Oh wait, okay. I
That's
heard
why.
Craig for some reason. Wait, what? My brain died for like 2 seconds. Oh god.
It came up first because that is what we're talking about.
I'm just like, wait.
So I just thought it'd be kind of. I haven't read it really. I saw the images, but I haven't really read it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll formally announce that at the next.
Yeah, we will. But I just want to sort of plant the seed that maybe we'd be doing that.
Okay.
So is that it for now, or?
I guess that would be it, unless somebody else has anything they want to bring up. This is a team meeting.
Back when I was 5 years old.
Start at the beginning. Well, I was born in.
It all started on July 18th, 1995. Oh god.
All right.
Alright, so if you're watching this on YouTube later and you like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment if you have any thoughts on what you saw.
All right. All right. So until next time, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
And I'm Julia Canon.
and you've been on the air with Powers Squared. Bye.
Bye.